Buenos tardes, ¿cómo estás? It is your boy, it's Knowlifefam. Back at it with the Just Be podcast. And today we're cleaning up a bit. Like we do every now and then around these parts. I want to make it more of a habit rather than a chore.
Video, I know there's something that you need to hear in here. And I know it because I need to hear this as well, so I just know we are all so connected, and it blows my mind sometimes to see how connected we all truly are and how we can all go through such similar experiences just in different forms. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing, and I feel so grateful and blessed to be able to be connected to so many of you. Sometimes God, source, the universe, whatever it is you believe in, will intentionally put you through a season of isolation, a season of deep rest, a season of hibernation. And in this season of hibernation, you know what's funny? It's like we yearn for the answers. We just want to know so badly what comes next. We want to see it all. It's like you don't go to a movie theater and expect to watch a movie, but you need to know all the answers. You need to know how it happens. You need to have it all figured out before you watch it. No, you go in blindly, and you end up feeling so many different emotions, and in the end, you're grateful for not knowing, because it gives you the chance to be surprised. It gives you the chance to be caught off guard, to be swept off your feet in so many ways, whereas if you had the answers, you wouldn't be able to experience it in the same way. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like as humans, we all tend to just crave this sense of control over our lives, this deep need to know the answer, to know what's next, to know what step we need to take next, to know how our future evolves. And I feel like we are so consumed by worry because we don't know the answer, because we're being forced to step into the unknown, because we're being forced to have faith in nothing and just trust that where we're going, we're being led by something higher than ourselves. And we end up almost falling in love with our own ability to worry. And I know this might sound a little bit backwards, but it's like, I think that we resent our worry just as much as we're addicted to it sometimes, just as humans in general. And it's a very human thing, and there's nothing wrong with it. But it's like, at the end of the day, we always end up where we're meant to be. The universe always guides us in the right direction. We always end up in that job, in that friendship, in that relationship, meeting those people. We always end up exactly where we're meant to be. And truly, nothing you ever go through is there to be a hindrance to your journey, or there to deter you from your path, or anything like that. Even in situations where you feel like, I shouldn't have done this, that was a mistake, it's like, no, you needed to go through that because you learned something very valuable. You wouldn't have gained the wisdom that you have now if you weren't put through that certain situation to teach you certain things and to mold your mind in a certain way. All I'm saying right now is that if you find yourself in a season of isolation, and I know whoever I'm speaking to, you have probably been in this season of deep reflection and hibernation, feeling isolated from the world. It's almost as if Source has literally picked you up and plucked you and put you in this little cocoon, this little bubble where you were meant to go through this deep, 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 uncomfortable, painful feeling all on your own is what it feels like. And you might have support from so many people, from your family, from your friends, from coworkers, but it's like, it's almost as if no matter how much support you have around you, there's still this emptiness that exists within you, this feeling of like deep solitude and loneliness. And I know for a lot of us who walk this path of healing, who walk this path when we're so connected to something higher outside of ourselves, it can be so isolating. It can be so lonely, and not a lot of people understand it. It's almost like you're this oddball in the world, or just this, no matter how many people you can be surrounded by, you always have this sense of like, does anyone experience life in the same way that I do? Do these people feel things in the same way that I do? And that might be something that you ask yourself all the time. And I know that you're somebody who has felt alone even when you were a child. I can 444 on the timer as I'm saying this. Sometimes I find myself wallowing in my own self-pity or feelings of solitude and loneliness. I just want you to know that that is okay. That's exactly where you're meant to be, and that there's nothing wrong with that, and that you need to be kinder to yourself, because we're all human. And even me, I find myself at times feeling like a victim still, because I'm like, why am I forced to be so alone? It's the one thing I yearn for, is that deep soul level resonance connection. But it's like, the way I'm so connected to so many of you guys, even if it's just through a screen, I'm so grateful for that. And I feel like the universe is showing you that although you had to be pulled back, to be pulled away, and to be isolated in so many ways, what is happening right now is it's giving God, creator, source, the ability to directly like affect you, to have direct hands on you, because it's in that hibernation, in that isolation, in that state of deep reflection, that source is able to just flood into your brain, to flood into your vessel, and to work with you, to work on you. And it might be uncomfortable. Honestly, it is uncomfortable. It might be. It's no question about it. It is uncomfortable. It's not easy. It's not fun. Is what I'm hearing, you know? It's a lot. But if you are finding yourself right now in a season of hibernation, in a season of deep reflection, know that you are being built, you are being molded, and right now, the universe is working directly on you. It's almost like you're this patient, and the universe is like fixing little parts of your mind. And you know what it is? You might feel like you want all the answers, like you yearn for all the answers, and if you just had all the answers right now, you would feel so much better. But I promise you, my love, if you knew where you were being led, if you knew the rooms that you were about to step into, if you knew the way that you were about to be asked to like fulfill this purpose that you're walking into, it would cause so much worry and angst and anxiety and just self-doubt within you, because you are meant for big things. Like I already talked about this before, but you are the universe's greatest project. Genuinely, the divine has been working on you aimlessly for years and years, your entire life, building you up to blossom you into this beautiful being, this beautiful character that you're becoming. And it's because you're meant to do something big, something grand. And it wouldn't be possible if you didn't go through this season of hibernation, this season of deep reflection and isolation. Because in this isolation, you are being perfected. You are being like worked on to a T. Your mind is being molded, your body, your vessel is being cleansed. Like, there is so much happening to you, not even just on a physical level, emotional level, but on a cellular DNA level that is happening to you in this season of rest right now. So please don't try and skip out on this season, because I promise you, if you were thrown into the things that you were about to walk into right at this time, it would not work out the way that it's meant to. You would not be able to fulfill it the way that you're meant to. But what's happening now is you're able to give this time of rest to yourself, to be able to prepare for the things that you are truly about to step into, for the life that you are about to step into. Because it's a big one. And it's going to come with a lot. It's going to come with a lot of bravery, a lot of new characters, new goals, new visions, new dreams, new ways that you're pushing yourself outside of your own limits, that you're stepping outside of your own comfort zone. So appreciate this season of rest and hibernation, because it's not for nothing. This isolation is not for nothing. This is a very detrimental point in your journey, in this journey that you're on. And one day you're going to look back and be like, I had to go through this hibernation. I had to go through that deep rest, that isolation, that reflection, that loneliness, because it is in my own solitude that I was able to find myself. You cannot be so distracted by connection sometimes And I'm not saying that connection is always a distraction. But what I am saying is that sometimes solitude is very needed, especially if you're here for a big purpose. Sometimes you have to get so comfortable with being your own company, with being all that you have for yourself, so that you never put your happiness in the hands of another person, so that you never burden another person with your emotions, if that makes sense. Like, you are learning right now to be responsible for yourself, solely for yourself, and for, you're not, maybe in the past you've had people in your life that, like, if they were in a bad mood, it made you in a bad mood, and then you blamed them for your bad mood. You know what I mean? I might be calling you out there, I'm sorry, I love you, okay? But I'm just saying, it's like now you're learning how to become responsible for your own emotions, for the way that you perceive the world, for the way that you handle things that are thrown at you at this time, okay? And that is a beautiful thing. You are in a beautiful season right now of being birthed and being built, and it's uncomfortable. Birth is uncomfortable. Think about when a woman gives birth. It's uncomfortable for everyone. That baby comes out and is like, air, what the heck is that? I never experienced nothing like this before, and it's not fun in the beginning. They cry and they flail, and you know, I don't know. I don't know. Birth just seems like a lot. Okay, it's overwhelming. But what it is it's allowing creation to exist. You know? And that is the season that you're in right now. You are being birthed into something new. But right now, you're in the womb still, babe. You are in the womb, so appreciate this time in the womb. And know that when you step out of that womb, oh my gosh, you will be stepping out like nobody ain't never seen nothing like you before. Okay? Because you needed this season to prepare for everything that you're stepping into. So beautiful. I'm on my way to work, you guys, but I love you literally with my whole heart, my whole being. Thank you for being you. Thank you for existing. Thank you for all your support. And know that if you find yourself in times of worry, if you find yourself stressing about the future or stressing about the unknown, wanting to have the answers, I promise you, babe, I promise you, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Allow room for surprise. Allow room for the divine to take over and to sweep you off your feet. Because I promise you, your story is going to unfold in ways that you can't even possibly fathom. But you have to allow space for that magic to happen. Stop trying to figure it all out. Sometimes we're just not meant to know. 9 times out of 10, we're not meant to know. 10 times out of 10, maybe even. We're not meant to know. Okay? I love you so much. And I will talk to you very, very, very soon. I love you.
Kinda gotta rewind. Good.
You really are not the same person that you were. Hello, my beautiful angels. The universe always guides us in the right direction. We always end up in
You gotta get your freaking teeth situation to sit right, brother. I have to put that paste on your pal. Okay. I love you. I appreciate the licks. Kinda don't want to. But I love you. Look at, you're such a cute dog. He's such a cute dog, man. We don't usually do this, but fine, you can be in here.
Be a hindrance to your journey, or there to deter you from your path, or anything like that. Even in situations where you feel like, I shouldn't have done this, that was a mistake, it's like, no, you needed to go through that because you learned something very valuable. You wouldn't have gained the wisdom that you have now if you weren't put through that certain situation to teach you certain things and to mold your mind in a certain way. All I'm saying right now is that if you find yourself in a season of isolation, and I know whoever I'm speaking to, you have probably been in this season of deep reflection and hibernation, feeling isolated from the world. It's almost as if Source has literally picked you up and plucked you and put you in this little cocoon, this little bubble where you were meant to go through this deep, 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 uncomfortable, painful feeling all on your own is what it feels like. And you might have support from so many people, from your family, from your friends, from coworkers, but it's like, it's almost as if no matter how much support you have around you, there's still this emptiness that exists within you, this feeling of like deep solitude and loneliness. And I know for a lot of us who walk this path of healing, who walk this path when we're so connected to something higher outside of ourselves, it can be so isolating. It can be so lonely, and not a lot of people understand it. It's almost like you're this oddball in the world, or just this, no matter how many people you can be surrounded by, you always have this sense of like, does anyone experience life in the same way that I do? Do these people feel things in the same way that I do? And that might be something that you ask yourself all the time. And I know that you're somebody who's felt alone even when you were a child. I can 444 all the time as I'm saying this. Sometimes I find myself wallowing in my own self-pity or feelings of solitude and loneliness. And I just want you to know that that is okay. That that's exactly where you're meant to be, and that there's nothing wrong with that. And that you need to be kinder to yourself, because we're all human. And even me, I find myself at times feeling like a victim still, because I'm like, why am I forced to be so alone? It's the one thing I yearn for, is that deep soul level resonance connection. But it's like, the way I'm so connected to so many of you guys, even if it's just through a screen, I'm so grateful for that. And I feel like the universe is showing you that although you had to be pulled back, to be pulled away, and to be isolated in so many ways, what is happening right now is that it's giving God, Creator, Source, the ability to directly like affect you, to have direct hands on you, because it's in that hibernation, in that isolation, in that state of deep reflection, that Source is able to just flood into your brain, to flood into your vessel, and to work with you, to work on you. And it might be uncomfortable. Honestly, it is uncomfortable. It's not, it might be. There's no question about it. It is uncomfortable. It's not easy. It's not fun. It's what I'm hearing, you know, it's a lot. But if you are finding yourself right now in a season of hibernation, in a season of deep reflection, know that you are being built, you are being molded, and right now the universe is working directly on you. It's almost like you're this patient, and the universe is like fixing little parts of your mind. And you know what it is? You might feel like you want all the answers, like you yearn for all the answers, and if you just had all the answers right now, you would feel so much better. But I promise you, my love, if you knew where you were being led, if you knew the rooms that you were about to step into, if you knew the way that you were about to be asked to like fulfill this purpose that you're walking into, it would cause so much worry and angst and anxiety and just self-doubt within you, because you are meant for big things. Like I already talked about this before, but you are the universe's greatest project. Genuinely, the divine has been working on you aimlessly for years and years, your entire life, building you up to blossom you into this beautiful being, this beautiful character that you're becoming. And it's because because you're meant to do something big, something grand. And it wouldn't be possible if you didn't go through this season of hibernation, this season of deep reflection and isolation. Because in this isolation, you are being perfected. You are being like worked on to a T. Your mind is being molded, your body, your vessel is being cleansed. Like, there is so much happening to you, not even just on a physical level, emotional level, but on a cellular DNA level that is happening to you in this season of rest right now. So please don't try and skip out on this season, because I promise you, if you were thrown into the things that you are about to walk into right at this time, it would not work out the way that it's meant to. You would not be able to fulfill it the way that you're meant to. But what's happening now is you are able to give this time of rest to yourself to be able to prepare for the things that you are truly about to step into, for the life that you are about to step into. Because it's a big one. And it's going to come with a lot. It's going to come with a lot of bravery, a lot of new characters, new goals, new visions, new dreams, new ways that you're pushing yourself outside of your own limits, that you're stepping outside of your own comfort zone. So appreciate this season of rest and hibernation, because it's not for nothing. This isolation is not for nothing. This is a very detrimental point in your journey, in this journey that you're on. And one day you're going to look back and be like, I had to go through this hibernation. I had to go through that deep rest, that isolation, that reflection, that loneliness, because it is in my own solitude that I was able to find myself. You cannot be so distracted by connection sometimes. And I'm not saying that connection is always a distraction. But what I am saying is that sometimes solitude is very needed, especially if you're here for a big purpose. Sometimes you have to get so comfortable with being your own company, with being all that you have for yourself, so that you never put your happiness in the hands of another person, so that you never burden another person with your emotions, if that makes sense. Like, you are learning right now to be responsible for yourself, solely for yourself, and you're not, maybe in the past you had people in your life that, like, if they were in a bad mood, it made you in a bad mood, and then you blamed them for your bad mood. You know what I mean? I might be calling you out there. I'm sorry. I love you, okay? But I'm just saying, it's like now you're learning how to become responsible for your own emotions, for the way that you perceive the world, for the way that you handle things that are thrown at you at this time, okay? And that is a beautiful thing. You are in a beautiful season right now of being birthed and being built, and it's uncomfortable. Birth is uncomfortable. Think about when a woman gives birth. It's uncomfortable for everyone. That baby comes out and is like, air, what the heck is that? I never experienced nothing like this before, and it's not fun in the beginning. They cry and they flail, and I don't know. I don't know. Birth just seems like a lot. Okay, it's overwhelming. But what it is it's allowing creation to exist. And that is the season that you're in right now. You are being birthed into something new, but right now you're in the womb still, babe. You are in the womb, so appreciate this time in the womb. And know that when you step out of that womb, oh my gosh, you will be stepping out like nobody ain't never seen nothing like you before, okay? Because you needed this season to prepare for everything that you're stepping into. So beautiful. I'm on my way to work, you guys, but I love you literally with my whole heart, my whole being. Thank you for being you. Thank you for existing. Thank you for all your support. And know that if you find yourself in times of worry, if you find yourself stressing about the future or stressing about the unknown, wanting to have the answers, I promise you, babe, I promise you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Allow room for surprise. Allow room for the divine to take over and to sweep you off your feet. Because I promise you, your story is going to unfold in ways that you can't even possibly fathom. But you have to allow space for that magic to happen. Stop trying to figure it all out. Sometimes we're just not meant to know. 9 times out of 10, we're not meant to know. 10 times out of 10, maybe even. We're not meant to know. Okay? I love you so much. And I will talk to you very, very, very soon. I love you.
Everybody knows who to call.
The Law Brothers, of course.
Everybody knows that.
The Law Brothers are the #1 car accident.
We're the Law Brothers.
in with 222, 2222.
You bought a spa so you could have an inviting place to unwind after a long day. Or maybe you wanted a hot tub so your muscles would be a little less sore from time to time. We get it. Your spa is a place where hours of cares and worries fade away while good feelings bubble up in your mind. As your friendly spa guard dealer, it's our goal to make sure that caring for your spa is as enjoyable as using it. And that starts with professional quality water care products from Spa Guard to make that bubbly joy maker look, feel great. The maintenance routines that save time and reduce frustration, or tools that provide quick solutions so you can avoid unnecessary guesswork. There's also the extra training we Spa Guard dealers receive that ensures the advice you get from us is sound and truly helpful. At the end of the day, all we want for your spa or hot tub is what you want. A whole lot more satisfaction with it and how you care for it. That's what friends are for, right? So start a relationship with your local Spa Guard dealer today.
Hello, angels and teaching here. So if you clicked on this video, I did my best for them to see this lovely anime too, and then I'm going to see this. There's some type of message in here for one of the people for your over life. You never have to fully accept or receive the message if you do not want it to apply. But let's go ahead and see what I sort of brought you here today here. Okay, we're going to get straight into the nitty-gritty. Alright, but let's see what it's Spirit guide. Spirit seems yeah, I'm seeing 10, 10 to 12, 12, and I'm hearing completing a major chapter, years long. Okay? Okay, so you're Queen of Swords, and it's interesting because I was drawn to my astrology deck. I kept picking up zodiac signs and related to astrology here. It could also be something about like similar placements, like either attracting like the same type of placements, like dating the same type of placements. That's what I'm picking up here. Like maybe like Aquariuses or like Geminis, or just like I'm picking up like something with like placements and higher understandings of why you have attracted certain things in your life. Okay. Heavy Libra energy, okay? There isn't a lesson here which you guys are learning right now, but I feel like I'm picking up prayers as well, and I'm picking up the answered prayer, the shift that you have wanted, okay? Because I'm talking to people who have been praying for change, probably heavily over their practical life. The shift that you have wanted, it's coming in, but the thing is there's something that you need to know about yourself, and I feel like I'm seeing spirit, I'm hearing psychic surgery, I'm seeing spirit cleaning out your ears, specifically, okay? And I'm hearing ear chakra. I feel like spirit really wants you to hear God, really wants you to hear your intuition, really wants you. I'm hearing the next cycle of your life is really exciting. So you guys could have been in a time of stagnancy, and it's like you are aligning with your desires for some major manifestations coming in. Like this is a dream come true, especially when we're dealing with the 11th house. But with 12, coming up in 12, I do feel like I'm talking to High Priestess. I do feel like I'm talking to light workers. I do feel like I'm talking to people who you are going to receive things, okay, and shifts in your life that no one in your lineage received. I feel like I'm talking to people who, honestly, I'm hearing lie. Honestly, I'm hearing this energy of your path, and I think that's why we're getting the Queen of Swords, is going to require a lot of divine understanding. Your psychic gifts to open up. It's going to require a strong connection to faith. Because I'm honestly hearing, like I said, the gifts that you are getting, the destiny here, the reason why your soul did not rest or is not comfortable staying in a comfort zone is because you do have major dreams coming true in this life. You are meant for positions of power, and there's going to be a lot of people triggered by you because there's something about you guys here, okay? Also, Native American could be
significance, strong cultural lineages, okay? But there's something about you, alright? You are a light worker after all. I'm also hearing Christ consciousness. A lot of you guys also, I'm hearing your voice is going to be a really important part of this destiny, this gift, communication, your writing, your singing, and I'm hearing unique, different. I'm also hearing age of Aquarius, so it does feel like the energy of the air Saturn, the Aquarian energy. I'm also hearing like a bit of Saturn, but Aquarian energies always go through a big time where you can start to see these doors opening up for you. Okay, you are in this age of Aquarius right now. Yeah, having music, feathers, you could be seeing feathers, you're hearing eagle. I'm also hearing bald eagle. I'm also picking up like sports and mascots. A lot of you guys, you can have very strong masculine energy, okay? There is an energy there of masculine, feminine energy. I'm also picking up frustrated. A lot of the blockages that you are getting right now are blockages that people in your lineage and your ancestors have dealt with. You guys have been moving through some really, really intense stuff, but healing through this, okay? Like a heavy darkness of the soul cycles, if you have literally felt like you were in the woods, okay? But now I keep hearing your connection, your conversation. You're about to get very clear, like cannot question what it means, if it's for you, like messages from God. Alright, so I feel like immediately I'm hearing this message about you because God is calling. And God is about to be calling you a lot, as well as your spirit team. A lot of you guys were having trouble connecting with your spirit team. But something, you're seeing this because blockages have been clearing out. Something has been shifting, okay? You definitely have been like opening up your third eye, whatever it is you've been doing, whether it's a prayers, meditating. Okay, some of you guys are picking up like some herbs that you've been drinking, whether or not you've been aware of it. Okay, we've been here, I'm seeing with doctors, like a doctor's appointment, I'm hearing ashwagandha, or just like something, maybe even a tea, something that you have been doing. Okay, so maybe you guys have been getting like reading, something has been clearing out a resistance. I'm hearing you've also been breaking down religious trauma, but something has been clearing out some fears and resistance to your psychic gifts. And now I'm also hearing like your dreams are going to be like crazy movement. Like there's going to be a lot more astral travel coming in, but it's like I'm seeing you guys speaking to the spiritual council. It's like you guys are very protected, and again, it seems like it shouldn't be that much for you, that you are literally just getting your manifestations, you're getting what you want, but it is because because there kind of is a bit, like I said, something about you. You could be a person of color. It could be that you came from a family, like something about.
Hold on, just to give a whole lot of gratitude right now. This ginger, I sprinkled some ground ginger into this tea. It's just Earl Grey tea, some honey and ginger. Oh my goodness, it's so fire. It's so fire, it's so good. Shouts out to Nigel K, Natija. Nigel Houston is the skateboarder. Natija. I've been saying it wrong this whole entire time. Goodness gracious. I'm glad I started watching this. I started my Twitch on Streamlabs, just disconnected. So now we're doing this on YouTube. So what's up? But yeah, if you're new here, basically what I do is I just chill, basically. I do whatever it is that I'm going to be doing, and I just let you guys in on it. I'm letting you guys in on the secret processes of a deeply in tune individual who happens to be going through his shadow work journey. All that good stuff. What Jadina was saying was also very impactful. This feeling that I need to dive into and I need to accept my period of hibernation. I have not been. I've been quite concerned and worried and rushing the process, which has always led to more pain than I would have experienced if I had simply trusted or listened to my gut rather than listening to, well, what should I be doing, quote unquote. And it's not as if, like, I'm already, like, there in the, like, hibernation, isolation, cocoon energy. I'm already there in the energy, in the, like, physical reality of it. It's this part of me that's like, but I need to get out. I need to get out, like, now, because it's already been so however many years that I've been in this energy, and I haven't made any, like, real progress. Something's gotta happen. The issue is I haven't made any real progress in terms of my outside world, and that's not even true. I've gained more followers on YouTube. I've gained more Twitch followers. I'm having more fun in making the content. It can be more fun though, and it can get better too. Like, I can get better at simply doing this, and I can get better at enjoying it so that it's more enjoyable. The energy that I'm exuding, the energy that is pouring out from me, which can be felt from the viewer and the listener, will be that much more potent, that much more, like, light-filled and enjoyable, because you can tell that I'm clearly enjoying it. And I think with that, a part of me was like, I don't know, it's like this very contradictory, like, counterculture part of myself that's sort of like, it's very, not even facetious, sarcastic. It's very sarcastic. It's something that I feel I picked up from my family, which has been, we've communicated with a lot of sarcasm, or I had been communicated to with a lot of sarcasm. So I intentionally, and because it was intentional, now it's that much harder to break this pattern, to break this, like, agreement with myself and with my communication. Because I've been communicated with sarcasm, and it not like facetiousness, sarcasm. It felt like I had to accept it and then mirror it back in my reality. Think of it as, like, if you're a kid and your group of friends start roasting each other, you have to learn how to roast back in order to properly be involved. So I felt like I had to be sarcastic or have this underlying, like, talking down energy. Mostly receiving it from, like, my mom. So I like how I immediately began to fall into lower vibrational speech patterns by saying, you know, like my mom. I'm so uncomfortable speaking about it. But it's like, right. It's nothing against them. It's nothing against, like, it's nothing against anybody in my life. But for my own personal growth, for my own personal healing, it's important that I understand where these things have been rooted in, what these things have been rooted in. And I feel like because I noticed that a part of myself tends to, from the understanding and the wisdom of knowing that all of my thoughts and feelings create my reality, having that understanding, having that inner standing and that inner wisdom, that inner wealth of wisdom, this part of me that still desires to be connected to my family, still desires to be a part of my family, and diving through each and every emotion, each and every feeling. Like, I'd say I'm this astral or energetic time traveler because my mind does tend to put myself in the mind of myself at various points in time. Mostly it's been in the past. I have spoken to my future self or future versions of myself, like other versions of myself where things could have happened differently. And I don't like it. What I'm working on now is being much more present. And in being present, healing and recognizing patterns and recognizing disabilitating thoughts, feelings, and actions that I take, that I have, that I feel. And from the present standpoint, from being who I am in this present moment, from no other point in time, regardless if I'm working on my inner child, regardless if I'm working with what I desire to be in the future, in the present moment, this is what I'm healing, this is what I'm healing from, this is what it was rooted in, and this is why I am now uncovering it, giving it grace, giving it love, and letting it go. And I feel with this idea that my family has spoken in sarcasm, and then I have been adopted that way of communication down to the core of my being. I communicate with myself in that way. I'm sarcastic with myself, especially when it comes to the things that I desire, because a part of me also tends to, it's like, you hear a lot of YouTubers talk about how they always will see negative comments and they'll stick out in their head a lot more. They'll stick out to them a lot more than the positive comments. And I feel that's human nature, because we are social beings, and if we find that in a social setting, something that we do, think, or feel does not resonate with the greater whole of society or community or tribe, then it's that worry, that fear is like our mind, body, and inner, like our mind and body, our higher self, our inner self, which would be more, just not so carefree that it wouldn't bother. It wouldn't be bothered, but our mind, our body, because what we think affects what we feel on a physical level. That fear and worry is like us, a communication with ourselves that something we're doing is wrong, something we're doing needs to change, or given this feeling, it's like operating from this feeling would lead one to people please, try to either people please or like fight or flight, basically. Put one in this situation where it's a fight or flight scenario to your nervous system, to your mind and body. I feel that I've been in that fight or flight, but really there's three. There's not really only fight or flight. It's fight, flight, or freeze. I've been in the freeze category. And I feel I can rationalize just how and why I choose the freeze response rather than the other two. It's because I see that, I don't know, it might be because I quite enjoy animals. I used to watch Animal Planet a whole lot. So understanding animal nature, applying it to human nature, considering we are animals ourselves, and instinct. My instinct tells me, and my knowledge tells me, that in situations where there is a beast, figuratively, the beast being any sort of conflict that I have with my outward reality, or even in my mind, in my spirit, in my energy. As I've gotten older, I've been more awakened to energetic communication, spirituality, and a deeper relationship, and a more communicative relationship with spirit, with source, with light beings and energies. And it's worrisome at times. I don't know, it feels kind of funny because I recognize that this sort of communication isn't something that most people are privy to, or most people are aware of, or like even if they are aware of it, they don't tap into it themselves. But for me personally, it feels like because I'm aware of so much, my energy is so connected to all that is, that then gives me more reach, more connection in higher planes, in 4D, 5D, outside of our physical reality, outside of this feeling of touch, what we can hear with the physical vibrations of things. I've noticed that I'd rather not communicate with humans, I guess. Not to say that I'm communicating with like aliens or anything like that, but because I desire to be in this, and it's because I desire to be in this mode of isolation, at least in my energy, at least in my dream spaces and my thoughts. Because I feel that, one, the things that I'm dealing with and the things that I'm focused on are not the things that others would be focused on, and I feel that I still am in this people-pleasing mentality, that I have to adhere to the desires of others if I'm going to be communicating with them in my mind's eye. And I'd rather not believe I'm communicating with them in my mind's eye, and I'd rather, if not, like, not even have to believe it, but know, because I feel it and I can see it for myself, I can hear it, and like, I have mastery over my energy enough to see and know what is connected to me, who's connected to me, have the peace of mind, the trust in myself enough to know, and the knowledge to know how to remove energies from myself, cleanse my energies from others, return others' energies to them, return my energy to myself, bring myself back into a state of rejuvenation and peace, and exist solely for the purpose of committing to my path, my journey, my desires, my peace of mind, my abundance, my love. Yes, it sounds selfish, but that's only for the purpose of doing the things that I desire to do. I would not be able to do anything to help others if I was not selfish enough to get the things that I desire. So I will do so. And yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna listen to some more Natija K. I'm so upset. I was saying her name so wrong. But that's why a new beginning, baby. New beginnings, baby. But yeah, I quite like that Jadea mentioned hibernation. This need to rest and recuperate. This need to, for me, because I feel that I'm still discussing with myself the idea of people pleasing, specifically my parents or people who, like, I don't know, are more, really it's just anyone, but I feel like because my parents are my parents and that's like the whole thing, that's something that I'm still dealing with. Whether or not me doing exactly as I am is a benefit to them, simply being like, am I making them proud? Am I doing anything that people can respect or appreciate? And with that, it's like, yes, I'm not doing it in the way that it's the most visible, and that's going to change. But I am doing it. Can it be better? Yes, it can, and it will be. But am I doing it? Yes. Am I doing the things that I need to do in order to bring myself that peace, balance, and abundance, and wealth, and health, and love, and joy, and the energy of carefreeness, freeness in general, and purely radiating from within? No outside source necessary. Yes. And I'm going to get better at it. I'm going to get better at accepting it, trusting it. And I'm going to not only get like better at it, but I'll have a mastery over it. I've been getting too many damn calls. Anyway.
maybe you came from a family where there was a lot of controversy, and it's like your life is doing a complete 180, and there's going to be a lot of people very, very triggered. I'm also hearing Spirit is trying to teach you guys about manifestation on a heavy level. So it's like there's a lot of people. Yeah. So it's interesting. We have House 5 coming up, but it kind of came out in the reverse, alright? Because you guys are actually very multifaceted, okay? But I'm also hearing like when it came to your true creative gifts of passion. Some of you guys, if you came in to decide to create something specifically, write a book, or you definitely have been dealing with writer's block. You've been dealing with, I'm picking up depression, blocks. I'm picking up, okay, around just your creativity, around, you know, some of you guys have been so busy or so tired with work. And in a sense, it is kind of karmic, okay, that you have not been able to build your social media. There's been a lot of fear, anxiety, shame, okay? Some of you guys have been having a shame of yourself image, a shame of being seen and heard. But it's like, when I say that you guys are going to be like wild, successful, and rich, I mean that, okay? House 5 is Leo energy. I'm hearing if you have Leo in your chart, yeah, your 5th house, something about it has not been as activated, okay? This definitely has been affecting your social life and your work-life balance. So again, I'm getting you've been going through a karmic cycle in your career, because it's like if you're super busy, if it's like you can never get stability, if it's like you can get money to pay your bills, or, you know, something's going on with your kids, whatever it is, your practical life, and you're so tired, you're drained, or you don't have the money, okay, to go out into the world to be seen or to travel and stuff like that, like there definitely has been blockages when it came to the creative energy, the energy to manifest, the energy to have faith and believe, your playtime, which is really important, because when you go out into the world, when you're in the same community, you know, yes, social media can absolutely activate you, but I also feel like you guys, I'm just picking up drained, frustrated, problems, other people's problems, work, but you guys have been running on a very low battery when it has come to yourself, okay? Especially in the daytime, alright? Also picking up wintertime could be significant for someone. Okay, wintertime is gonna be like, I'm picking up like a time where you're gonna get a lot of clarity, okay? But I just feel like this energy of just stress. You guys have been in an ancestral cycle of a lot of stress, not really getting grounding and balance. And hearing Monday through Fridays have like it's been non-stop. Like that's this energy I'm getting. You also have Venus in your reverse. Yeah, so like you guys have been struggling with self-love. You've definitely been struggling with your self-image to a degree. Like I said, I feel like you've been going through this time of like some of you guys, these cycles and shadow energy, some of the energies that you've been feeling, experiencing, it's not just now, especially if your family has been going through a lot. You could have been feeling, honestly, shadow energies from your slavery. You could have been feeling shadow energies from like some really dark times I'm seeing in your like ancestral history, okay? I want to say past lives, but I'm being guided to focus on ancestors. Honestly, truly, it is a mirror to a degree. But like this has been like the cycles you guys have been going through, the shadows, the fears, the anxiety, the health issues. It hasn't started from now. It's been in your lineage, and it's been at specific evil eye. So you would not be able to create, use your voice, advance. I'm also picking up a lot of theft. Okay, so I'm picking up this energy of.
Have you ever wondered what your soulmate looks like? A gifted psychic artist can reveal that to you right now. Unlike traditional portrait artists, he doesn't draw the person in front of him. Instead, he taps into his extraordinary gifts to create a drawing of your soulmate based on the visions he receives in a deep trance state, connecting to the cosmic energy that binds two souls. This remarkable psychic artist possesses both clairvoyance and clairsentience, allowing him to see and feel the profound connection shared only by true soulmates. Many men and women are amazed when they look at one of his soulmate sketches, and then, soon after, encounter someone bearing an uncanny resemblance to the sketch, at a friend's house, at work, or even while getting a snack at their neighborhood cafe. Some are even relieved to recognize their current partner and know that they are already with their other half. So, if you are curious to see who the universe has destined for you, I encourage you to take a look at who this psychic artist will draw for you. Your future could change in an instant. just as it has for thousands of other curious souls. Click the button below to discover your perfect match right now.
People, honestly, seeing others person there, but like people capitalizing, that's how I'm thinking of a lot of POC or and even just like women I'm thinking of, but it's giving like, because Barry is also showing the image of like women in general, like having these ideas and wisdom, you know, but then their husbands are like the forefront, the president's the one who, you know, everyone praises, but really and truly it's like a woman who stands behind. I'm also picking up, you know, this energy of like, you know, like I said, POC having all these musical gifts and everything, but at the end of the day, you know, like they end up being really chained. I was going to use another word space, the industry, not being able to really use their voice, and then people stealing and not giving them credit and all types of different things. This is this energy. So like, if you guys have been dealing with anger, even health issues, okay, which is like anger bodies, with the Queen of Swords Spirit is telling me this energy is going to alchemize. It may not make sense, but it's like you have to confront these angers, not so you, because some of you guys felt like, I'm hearing healing was going to be this energy of like, okay, you know, when people say victim mode, I'm at peace, I forgot in the past, you know, it doesn't matter. No. Actually, no. Because I feel like the Queen of Swords is coming out, because this is like heavy divine feminine. Like, this is justice energy. This is, that's why I'm saying Libra. It's like, no, this is not the surface level, superficial Libra. This is very much the, oh no, I know all the facts here. Yes, I've learned to manifest. Yes, you know, when I went through all that stuff, I was praying, you know, I contacted the divine, like, I've learned all of that. You know, like, yes, my manifestations came in, awesome. Yeah, but like, that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool, and I'm not gonna pretend, like, because you know how people say, oh, you create your, like, I feel like there's this breakdown of, like, oh, you create your own, like, let's not talk about it. No, we're gonna talk about it. Because I definitely think I'm picking up for a lot of you guys interviews, I'm picking up, like, you guys are gonna be the one that it's giving, like, oh, people didn't realize what they were getting themselves into. Some of you guys are also getting very pretty face or very, like, good looking, like, I'm definitely seeing the industry for some of you, but it's giving, like, again, oh, like, especially, like, if it's Hollywood or like, influencers or brands or, like, you know, even just being in certain neighborhoods, you know what I mean? It's, like, zip codes, and they thought that, like, oh, like, you were just gonna do, like, the bread basket and the little surface level and the tears and thank God and everything. And be like, oh, no. Actually, me sitting in this meeting right now, me having this interview, I'm going to be very real about that. I'm also even picking up like trauma that you guys have went through in childhood. Like maybe there's some things that, you know, maybe in your family they were very much like, oh, don't talk about that, or give men grace, or give this person grace. And it's like, oh no. I'm even seeing like you guys, like you're just so much waking up. Okay, maybe this has already happened, but like around just people around you. And it's really interesting because I pulled this card earlier. It was from one of my decks, my Soul Whispers decks, and it was actually, it was like an advice card, and it was talking about gossip. And it's like, it's funny because I feel like this is giving me also this energy of spirituality, but on no BS vibe, because there's a lot of spiritualists that, again, they are escapists. Like, they will not talk about what's going on in world issues. They will not talk about those things. They will say, we are all one, you know, race doesn't matter. They will say, like, oh, like, you know, like, don't gossip, which is their way of saying, don't talk about it. And I feel like, you know, you can do things with discernment. Sometimes it's like, no, talk about it. No, you need to call up that friend and be like, hey, that just happened. That was weird. Don't really get it. You know, you can talk about things in a very conclusive way. And I feel like a lot of you guys, the reason why this is coming up is because your throat chakra is healing. There has been a sense of evil eye. Not a sense, there has been evil eye. Let me just say it. Around your throat chakra, around the feminine lineage, okay, around your true interest here. There's been a lot of people who've been very triggered by you. I'm also thinking about ghosting. I'm thinking that you guys could have been ghosted, or some people have just thought that that's another thing too. People are just like, oh, but to a degree. But I actually feel like a lot of people escaped you guys before you can have the real conversation. I'm also thinking that a lot of people, they really mess with your self-esteem because they're actually so afraid. First of all, I'm hearing they know, but they loved the naive version of you. But they're so afraid of the day that you actually say the thing, you actually bring it up. But Spirit is like, oh, you guys are going to bring these things up. Some of you guys are meant to write books. They're like, your stories are extremely healing for people. Your story about you, your story about what happened, you know, whether it's or making that video or something like that. Because, again, I'm picking up for you guys. It's not the first time I've sent a message like this, but it's actually very convenient for some people for you to forget. And it's like there's this whole, I feel like it's a part of religious trauma at a heavy level too, because so much of religious conditioning, regardless of whatever religion, is so much, especially feminine age, especially it's like hide this, hide that. It's very much like in certain religions, you know, I heard about women can't even read all the texts or certain chapters and stuff like that. Like, you guys are really breaking out. You've been a cosmic warrior. But the reason why these voices haven't been leaving you alone, and even hearing like some of you guys, like it's always like, you'll be at certain, like you, maybe there's certain people I'm picking up, like authority figures or teachers, or like, for example, I went to this tarot reader. Like I was drawn to this tarot reader, and it's like, it's kind of frustrating in a sense, because I feel like you guys have had a very strange relationship with authority. But this woman, like as she was talking, I could tell that maybe she had seen my pages, whatever, but at some point, and it's annoying because it's like a lot of you guys, if you're so connected to your inner child, you're like, I just want someone that I can trust. I just want some non-weird stuff. But I went to this woman, and I felt her energy at first, but like that she wasn't really super happy that I was going to her in a sense. But I sat there and I could tell that she was projecting a bit, you know, like she said something that I was like, like I personally believe that, again, readers have to be very careful in a sense with projecting and making sure that they're speaking in alchemist terms and they're alchemizing and they're letting people know that they can manifest. And it was weird because I was overhearing the last reading she was doing for someone, and she was like giving the girl who, just so that you know, did not look like me. See, again, Queen of Swords energy. To some people, they could fully bypass it and be like, oh, that doesn't matter. Race doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. I'm like, it doesn't matter. But to many subconscious minds who have not unraveled that stuff, it does. So the person that was a part of the culture, she was giving so much power to. She was like, you can manifest this, you got this, and that. Me was a different conversation. I got there and I was just like, yeah, no, don't see those things coming, da-da-da. And I was just like, oh, like, I was like, okay. Like, it just felt like breaking down my spirit, breaking down. I was like, okay, interesting. I believe in what I did. So at first I was like, okay. And then I found, like, at some point I was people pleasing and empowering her. It was very strange. And when she said something, which was a very key indicator, and this is like, she said two things that were key indicator. She used the word lazy. And that is something that is a very red flag for me, especially with certain, if you're talking about any guidance or mentorship or whatever, that's a red flag. Because on a spiritual level and on a trauma healing level, it's not laziness 9 times out of 10, it's trauma that needs to be cleansed and reprogrammed and drained. It's trauma. You are literally healing, especially POC. Thousands of years. So lazy has been a thing that my guides, whenever I hear it, okay, I'm like, no, it's not laziness. You know, even when we're talking about habits, I'm very weary talking about habits because I know it's very easy, but as someone who has gone through clinical cycles of depression and very much, you know, studied it up and was very aware of the ancestral cycles of it, I'm very wary with how I talk to people, you know, so, but that was one. And then the other thing was, she talked about colors to wear during my readings. And she was like, and this is another red flag that I have with people, she was like, don't wear dark colors, don't wear, the color black, and that's a red flag for me because it doesn't make sense to me, because I'm just like, okay, so you're telling me, which also can come from very harmful religious programming, that darker skinned people attract negative, like in that way. You know what I mean? Like that's a conditioning that was taught to people that creates really harmful cycles. So the reason I'm even bringing this up is because with the Queen of Swords here is you guys are extremely intelligent, you are extremely wise, and you have dimmed so much of that intelligence because a lot of it meant clocking people, a lot of it meant saying the uncomfortable thing. You had dimmed so much of yourself because you wanted love, or you wanted friendship, or you wanted, you were a kid growing up and you were like, I should not be able to read this adult right now. I should not be able to do it, but like you did. And on top of that, you're going through spiritual awakenings, like I got some spiritual knowledge. And this doesn't mean you know it all, because I actually feel like with this Queen of Swords, especially being upright, you guys are constantly searching for knowledge, which is why you're constantly searching for self-development, advancement. So reading could be a thing, or like I said, even just watching videos. So you're very, very, like, you also have your Akashic record. Spirit is really going to guide you guys into the Akashic record. So there is a strong level of a respect for wisdom and learning and understanding. And that's a difference, because some people can be like, okay, I'm so smart, but like they struggle with the respect part. But you guys actually do have a very strong respect here, because there has been so much misguidance and misdirection and pain and hurt, especially from people that you were supposed to be able to rely on, that like now you guys have such a strong respect. Like you learned, the love of, you've learned about like integrity and morality here. And also I feel like a lot of you guys have been on a very independent journey. So there was a lot of time to research, there was a lot of time to dive within. If you guys are drawn here and there hasn't really been a lot of research, you're going to. It's like that. It's going to be a call. Because with this God is calling, God is not just saying like, okay, that's what I mean. The answered prayers are not just like, okay, like you are on a very specific journey. I'm hearing you guys are part of the 144, and it has been, that's why a lot of, again, the air sign Aquarian energy, especially is coming out in the ring. So yeah, we have Trine in the reverse. You guys just did not get support, like in terms of.
This is where I talk about what I liked in my first box. If I hadn't already been using them since the beginning of the year. Cook Unities, the first chef-to-you meal delivery service made up of 70 chefs. Every week, award-winning chefs make hundreds of globally inspired meals for many kinds of diets with real ingredients, nothing artificial, in real, actual kitchens. They're also delivered fresh, not frozen, so all you gotta do is heat them up, you're good to go. Through a weekly subscription, you can pick from an ever-changing menu. You got 7 different filters for different kinds of diets, paleo, vegan, gluten-free, whatever you need. The subscription is really flexible. You can skip weeks, pause weeks, or you can just cancel if you're not feeling it anymore. So if you want great meals delivered right to your door, head on over to cookunity.com. Get 50% off of your first order.
How not pay off your credit cards? I owe $20,000 on my card. How fast can I pay this off? 190 months, so you'll pay about $23,000 in interest. If I'll be in debt for 9 years, a better way to pay off your credit card. I want to take care of my $20,000 credit card now. Is there a better way to do this than making minimum payments? There is. You should use the 877 Cash Now people. That's us. Also offer a program that saves our clients a significant portion of their credit card payments. You see these guys? They're our team of skilled negotiators. They'll work with your creditors. You know what you owe. Makes sense. So how long would it take to resolve my credit cards? It varies, but our average clients use the program. You sell about $24.48. Sounds like a no-brainer. I'm gonna click the link below to see if I'm eligible.
You did not have a lot of harmonious connections in your life. And it's like, no matter how much you altered yourself, no matter how much you became what people wanted you to become, you learned, listen, I could do backflips, I could learn their language, do whatever it is, I could do all of this. And these are all normal. Or you're still gonna, you know what I mean? Like, nothing is gonna make you guys have had friendships, relationships, okay, maybe family. It's like you recognize this, and nothing that I do is going to make people like me. And I feel like Spirit is saying that like so much, it may have been horrible, but like you guys have to be on a journey of acceptance and also spiritual enlightenment. Okay? There's also something very specific about like, see, I'm drawn to the clothing. You guys could like dress in your own unique way. Spirit is saying that your beauty is really, really like attractive. You guys look very otherworldly. Okay, I'm also picking up Piscean energy here. Alright, but jewelry could be significant. Tattoos, some of you guys design clothes or you drawn to make jewelry. But I'm also picking up a lot of people are just, you could be drawn to sell things, sell physical products, whether or not it's jewelry here. People are just gonna want what you have. And I'm also picking up, like, some of you guys are not like the superficial, like, version of me. And that could be really triggering because Spirit may, a part of this calling, you guys can be guided into spaces. Like, there's a lot of, like, breaking down falsity, breaking down, like, this energy of people who, you know, people who are like, influencers or celebrities and stuff like that, who are, like, I'm hearing, like, nepo babies, or people who are, like, you know, the world loves them. But really and truly, you end up like, you're going to be guided, and this could have already happened, which is very interesting circumstances, where you guys could actually have an encounter with a celebrity that everyone thinks, oh my god, is so amazing, and you're like, oh yeah, no. And like, actually, no, they were quite horrible. Because I feel like Spirit is saying with the Queen of Swords, you have a strong Queen of Swords energy. It's part of your spiritual gifts in this life. You get a lot of information exposed to you, like whether or not you want it, because so much of your life is committed to this divine research, and you're a divine messenger. That's why birds love you. You are a divine messenger. Because it's not just, oh, you said no, you guys send a message with this great respect for the divine. It's not that you don't have a respect for God and inviting him to know you do. You have a really blessed way of reiterating choices. And this is something that is, regardless of the blessing, I feel like it has to be fine too. Okay, some of you guys are about to take communication courses or again, like I said, reading. Like there definitely is this level of fine tuning. I'm also hearing you guys are not that I'm always right type of person, but you are willing to ask questions. And I'm also picking up respect for cultures. So because of this, there's so much information that's coming. Like you guys are gonna end up in places to be like, have taken back moments and be like, yo, how did I what? Like, how did I end up here? Like, this is this energy. I also wanted to focus here because it's so much feminine healing here, okay? Yeah. You're gonna, like, end up in spaces and be like, what? Like, how did I, but it's like Spirit is saying, yeah, like, it's a part of Spirit opening up these doors that other people around you, they couldn't really open up for because, well, you absolutely sabotage it, cause havoc, but, like, you're going into bigger rooms, whether or not you have to stay there or arrive there. Because some of the rooms I'm hearing, the rooms, the invitations, the parties, you're not even like a part of it because you rejected them. It's you saying, no, that's not really for me, where everyone else will be like, what? Did I tell this person? Did that? And you're going to be like, yeah, no. And this doesn't just have to be sort of, it could be politics, it could be people that you knew growing up. I'm also thinking that there could be certain groups and, you know, people from your past that at one point a version of you was so impressed by, but like so much of your life, and people will be really triggered by like, who do they think they are, but it's like, you're stepping into such a self-confidence and strong relationship with the divine that it's like, oh, that you're gonna be at some point like, oh, I don't even want to be like this, but I've been ostracized so much, and I've had to build this relationship with the divine, and I've had to, some of you guys also could really get around with older people I'm picking up, okay? Like people who have like, I think you see that really genuine hearts, and in no way am I picking up with someone who, I'm picking up really balanced energy, like I said, someone who's like, oh, I only want this, but no, it's just that you understand that like now everyone is willing to look at themselves, because the Queen of Swords in the ritual deck is not someone who is not, the sword is a reflector, it's a mirror. They are looking at themselves, they're really looking, because they're willing to have the conversation to work it out. But you guys have recognized in your life, it's like, no matter, I could call this person, we can have a conversation, but unless people are willing to look at themselves and willing to work through things, be very honest about what love is, which is a journey of growth. It's a journey of rebirth, whether it's romantic or whatever. It's not like, there's so much of this like cut-up culture, whatever. It's like, not a lot of people are willing to be very honest about what it takes to have certain connections. And you guys are on that journey, okay? And you will be attracted We have expectation. I feel like Spirit is saying expect. I keep hearing expect. Expect to go these places. Expect gifts from us. Expect to hear from us. Expect. Okay, that's coming out. I just keep hearing expected. Expected. There's also saying that they're sending you the signs. If they're showing you these angel numbers, expect it. 20 could be significant, okay? 20 or 19, 8, 10. We have 12, where is it? 12 at the beginning. We have 3 points about right now. Privilege reading. Alright? You guys have divine privilege and divine abundance, and people see that. And this is going to come out in many different things. You know, like everyone's success is not going to look one way to everyone. But with this privilege and you are living a life of true divine guidance, which means that, like I said, a lot of times where it may look like Spirit is humbling you or you're living a certain life, like the divine will be telling you like, oh no, trust, if you're being protected. Like we moved you out of that situation. We're strongly here for you. Like a reason, like a part of this privilege is protection. So I feel like a lot of you guys, if you're staying in the house right now, Spirit is like, oh, always expect that things are gonna get better. Always expect that, you are going to but always expect that the body is going to your life. With every single circumstance. That's what Spirit is saying. And we have poverty here, okay? Okay, I just want a really drastic message. Spirit is also saying that like there are some people right now that are like living the big life, okay? And I feel like with we're looking outside, it's like there's some people that look like they're living in a kingdom or they look whatever, but it's like this is their faith. Because what they have is like a spiritual poverty. Like they're not connected to their divine, or they're connected to their divine in a very surface level way, which means that they're not really seeing the divine at all. They're not seeing unconditional love. They're truly seeing it in people that look like them. And a part of seeing the divine is like reality. They're not seeing that, and they're not acknowledging it. Okay, and so because of the spiritual poverty, this energy is going to end up manifesting in some which way. Okay, we have a message of concern. Yeah. Spirit is like they're always going to deliver, and it's in no way saying that like, oh, out of there, like even when you don't understand, just always give it to God, give it to the universe. Like even if it's hard, even if you're emotional about it, okay? It's not saying like, oh, expect bad things to happen to people, but expect that God is involved in all. And Spirit is like you're never gonna lose when you see it that way. Like God is involved in all, and you will always get the answer. It's always gonna happen. Like you're always gonna get the answer. You're always gonna understand later. And we have great fortune. Spirit is like there is nothing to lose with you being so divinely connected. Like literally anything that you lose is because Spirit is saying it's not meant to, or it's gonna be replaced with something so much better. Anything that you quote unquote lose. Like really trust that, okay? Again, I'm getting a lot of like the 26, the 28 significance, the 14, the 12, 14, 37. So the third thing is just trying to tell you, like, right now, listen, whatever you have on your mind, especially with big swords and messages, whatever you have in your mind, whatever it is that right now you are feeling like, I've been on this humble, isolated journey, you've been in the astral, the divine, you've been going through your healing, you've been gaining so much wisdom, you've been integrating, you've been ascending, and Spirit is like, in this time, you trust. You will see the light and everyone will see the light. And I feel like this King of Swords energy, and especially the message of concern, it's not like you're wishing bad of anyone. I honestly am also getting, so you guys who try to warn people, maybe you try to warn people about a relationship with them. Maybe you were that person that says, don't do that. Or you were that person who goes, that's not going to turn out very well. Or like, you should probably not. And I'm also just seeing your spiritual abilities, and maybe you don't like, I feel like Spirit has also guided you guys to recognize, like, hey, some people just have to learn their own lesson. So it's like, whatever is revealed to you, because I think is going to be revealed to you, I don't even see you generally, like, being like, oh my god, and then having a parade over their downfall. No, I feel like, you guys may feel this emotionally a bit, like, you're actually going to feel bad for them, or feel compassion for them, but I think it's a part of you also learning to give it to God and leave it in God's hands. You may also receive messages from people being like, hey, I'm so sorry, can you help me out? And like, Spirit may guide you guys to be like, no. And that may not be easy for you. It may hurt your inner child, because I keep hearing like, it's not that you really wanted to, you wanted unity, you wanted whatever, but a part of this life was learning duality and learning boundaries and also learning to stay divinely connected, and that everyone has their own path, and you cannot be a savior to everyone. You also can't be the only person living, and I feel like you guys are moving into a way more equal, balanced, type of life, and I'm hearing more energetic boundaries, and yeah. I'm also seeing ambulances. I'm seeing a literally fireman. I was literally gonna say someone could be a firefighter, okay? But I'm also kind of a fireman. I feel like that was you guys. I feel like you guys are the type of people to constantly fix things and put out these chaos, or people who are calling you in the middle of the night. Oh my God, there was this energy of heroes. And Spirit is like, no, they moved you out of a lot of situations to align with God in this way. And I'm seeing the 5 of Pentacles, but I'm seeing literally an animated way of someone going in the home, because Spirit was like, no, you need to heal on the spiritual level. There was so much drainage, energy somewhere. I'm hearing so much things that you didn't see, things you ignored with people, people projecting energy your way while also asking for help, praying for shoulder, all this wishing for the worst, all these different things, and it's you have to be spiritually upgraded and truly learn that you can lean on the divine, lean on your spirit to you know that there was another side that was actually guiding you here. And also know this for this people. Sometimes the best you can do is pray for someone. That's what you have to ask, pray for you, but genuinely, okay? We have ninja. I feel like this is, okay, actually I'm hearing, I've literally never seen this card in confidence and people laugh. I feel like Spirit, your guys are looking at me I don't even know, they know, but I feel like they're laughing because you guys really were the FBI for some, you guys found ways for some people that they don't even know. Or they're laughing at the fact that some people really audacity were telling you things you were this, while you were going through certain things, people were really dismissing you or telling you things you were actual Superman, Superwoman, or calling you upon things or treating you like you were certified, whatever. And it's yeah, as friends, we should be able to, but I feel like you guys were maybe this is even adults, some of you guys maybe there were adults that leaned on you, okay? Some of you guys could be readers, and it's hello, I'm a kid. I feel as much as people may have tried to make it this, oh my God, this admiral, look at what they could do. Wow, they're so this. They actually, no, they trained you.
Thrill your gut. Hello, passion fruit tangerine kombucha. Hello, gut healthy probiotic paradise of my dreams. Healthy kombucha, probiotically powered, refreshingly bubbly.
From enabling 3D shopping experiences to powering Amir's remastered game experiences, NVIDIA powers the world's AI and yours.
Unparalleled wet-to-dry styling without damage from extreme heat. 4 attachments to personalize your look. The Digital Air Styling Wand. New from Conair. Available at these fine retailers.
It drained you. It literally took away your innocence. It literally inconvenienced you. They weren't listening to you. They weren't there for you when you needed it. So it's and we have singer, okay? Some of you guys, music could be significant. Singing could be very healing. It's also about speaking on stage and emotion. Spirit just keeps giving me this energy of energy drainage, and it's so interesting because it's Queen of Swords. It's her lips are so tight shut, and I feel Spirit is your voice is gonna come back, your laughter, your smile, the power in your voice, because I feel that's something that's weakened. A lot of you guys, they're hearing trigger warning, yelling, screaming for help. I'm hearing this energy of anger, okay, using your voice so much try to get people to hear things, try to get people to understand things, people asking for advice, but they're really just like draining your energy. And it's like Spirit is like, you haven't used your voice enough for the things you want to do, because if there's constantly like people draining you, okay, and or you just I'm just saying like people just try to whatever, and it's like Spirit is like that power, that blessing around your voice is gonna come back in. It is, okay. And we have coach. Yeah. You have coach. You honestly have coach. Alright? I'm hearing a quote and your guys don't like it. They actually really don't like it. I'm hearing those who can't do coach. Because I do feel like there's a lot of people who wanted you to stay in the coaching position. Some of you guys were drawn to things like therapy, whatever, and Spirit is like, no. Absolutely not. Like, no, because the thing is like these issues that people would be bringing to you is like you are God. Like, it's giving you like a lack of boundaries, and it is because of your spirituality, but it's like, no, it needs to be balanced, okay? And they're taking you out of that. I'm hearing Spirit is changing your position. Writer, writing, singing, okay? You guys have the ability to write, but like I said, the draining energy. Let's get this over again. We have waiter, okay? The restaurant, interesting. Business, interesting. I didn't say that. Interesting. I just feel like I'm picking up your guides. Like, I feel like every single time, there's something about like every time someone messages you or situation, I feel like your guides are just watching like, interesting. Like when someone hits you up, I'm also picking up like people that will need you up or they need you know, and there's like interesting. I don't know, that's the energy they're giving me. But waiting, it's like there are people that literally looked at you, and if we're about, especially if you're a woman watching this, I just feel like there's a lot of people just saw you in your masculine energy, that you were just there to wait on them. You were there to like serve them, okay? A lot of you guys have, your creative gifts are coming back. You have the gift of painting. But it's like, Spirit is just, and you have young, your youth is, oh my gosh, your youth is coming back, your spark is coming back. Wow. But what I love the most about this energy is, Guardian. People don't see the Guardians because it's giving the time that was spent fixing other people's problems, cleaning up people's messes, being everything, being over masculine, the abundance that's coming in for you to do the things that you enjoy, the shift, because you're seeing this, I'm seeing 5 because there is a shift coming in your life. I'm seeing butterflies and bumblebees. The shift that's coming in where you are not going to be available, I'm here preparing not to be available. And the guys are like, right, like community. I'm also seeing like your community coming in. Oh my gosh, I love this. People who have been on the similar path, and it's gonna be like fun. Like I just got chills all over my body. Fun, kids, father wounds could have been a thing. That ascetism? What is this? Discipline. Yeah, there's been a lot of people who are really hard at me. Like literally saw you as like everything, but I feel like the amount, like you guys are about to be busy. You're gonna be traveling, you're gonna be doing things you enjoy, you're gonna have different plans, and it's like, I don't know what these people want to do, but they have to, you're not available. And the Spirit is like, I literally see your guides go, oop, sorry, can't come to the phone right now, oop, gotta miss that call, that didn't send through, they didn't get it. Like, I see your guides going like that, they didn't get it. I don't know why I'm seeing the messages, you know, going to, I don't know, this is like, I don't like that image. I feel like some people really get upset when I do all that. I'm also picking up like people talking to your twin flame in a weird way about you. Like maybe some people try to deliver messages, or people say, I don't know, whether it's a twin flame or people you were interested, like people you liked. Very strange mixy stuff was going on, okay? Your husband, your ex, all this weird stuff, your girl, I don't know. But I'm hearing all will be revealed in your time. Because Spirit is saying everything is going to be revealed for everything. Yeah, you guys are going to travel, but the position that you're going into, the shift, and a lot of people watch you guys on social media, a lot. That you're all tempted. You protected. You're seeing this because Spirit is seeing things are shifting, and they're saying that, that Al and Harry Potter trying to deliver the messages and Harry and him not getting it. So that's what I was seeing, but it's like the divine is about to be the owl in a different way. It's like, oh, I didn't get that. Never changed. sorry, can't come to the phone, unavailable, go to God about it. Start doing your healing work. Like, that's what I'm getting, okay? So, y'all, things are shifting in your life big time. There's a complete shift, okay? Let's go ahead and maybe get some time here. You feel like the shift measurement. You know, I always see these things, and I'm like, okay, I know what decks I want to use, and I know exactly how I'm gonna, and then it doesn't just work. It just, spirit needs to speak, okay? I was like, I know exactly what's gonna happen by name, okay? So it doesn't have to be up 19 as well. So I feel like spirit is saying your life is gonna look completely different by this time next year. Now, that doesn't mean life is gonna be like you know, but I'm feeling that you're gonna be in a completely new timeline. So I'm getting puzzle pieces. This means people you have to meet. This means, and so again, it doesn't mean that life is gonna be exciting. No. You're actually building this in life right now to a place where the gates are about to close. Like spirit is saying, the gates are going to close because again, there's been people spirit is showing an image in limbo, literally at a metaphorical level. They've been not really like in your life, not loyal to you, not really whatever. But spirit is saying there's a time period by next year, May, which is springtime, and March going into May. They said May, so I say that. Whoever, May could be a birthday for someone as well. If they don't decide to get it together, decide to pick a team, decide to be loyal, decide how they feel about you and stop picking faith, some gate is closing. Because spirit got something new coming in your life. There is a full door opening up, and I mean, I feel like you're gonna start to meet people before then. I feel like things in your life are gonna, it's gonna look like something, like a new image is coming together, but the gates are closing. The gates are closing in May. The energetic boundary is closing. Okay. You know, today in the reverse and time is much good. I feel like another thing too, some of these people, like I'm picking up, it may have felt like it may look like things are manifesting for them really quickly. And spirit is like, no. What's happening is they have fool's gold. And that's expiring. And mind you, these people did not have a very strong divine connection. So what has happened is that fool's gold is running out. And it's dwindling down, by the way. Like whatever excitement that like it's gonna get, they have to fill up more with substances, whatever, to enjoy. And I'm not saying don't have a good time or have balance, but it's like things are getting really empty to the point that it's just not doing it for them. Something astrologically, there could be a retrograde next May as well too, but like it's giving that they're gonna have to go through their dark nights of the soul and spiritual awakening. So timing is much further in the future, and today the reverse is like they're no longer gonna be able to get things instantaneously or like do the things like because they're not even attracting it themselves because they've been worn out. They're worn out by the fake life. So things that, you know, may seem like super available to them right now, and it's like you're gonna have this deep stability, and they're just gonna be like, how do things shift? They're gonna be putting in, trying to ask you how, and it's like, you've been going through spiritual awakening. Like, you've done that. Like, you've been going through that. You've been staying divinely connected. You've been swallowing your pride. You've been holding back certain tendencies. You've been letting people just have it. Like, you know, whatever. You haven't been. And it's just like, yeah, no. Okay? So, you're just going to be in a different alignment. Alright? So, that's what I got. Okay? I love you guys so much. I know that you're seeing this for a reason. I thought this was going to be a 10-minute video. Was not, okay? But I know that you're seeing this, and I do wish you the absolute best beautiful journey. Bye, guys. You guys, the TJ here. Of course, I wasn't planning on making this video, but because of the way the divine got me out of bed, I know that the right people are seeing. I mean, obviously the right people are seeing this, but I know that this is meant to reach the right people, because the way that I have been reminded that we live in a spiritual world, okay, and the people that are seeing this video are people that have been going through a spiritual awakening, and I'm not even saying another one because it feels like a long drawn out one, okay? Most likely you were a part of the 2020 shift, or you are now awakening. You are part of the collective that's now awakening. A lot of either paranormal activity around you, you're just like really paying attention to spiritual signs and messages much more. But there's a notion to take things much more seriously, especially prayer, cleansings coming up, buying new spiritual tools. Definitely, some of you guys could be drawn to it. I'm not marketing myself here, but you can. But to get a reading, which you could have gotten one recently, to do more readings for yourself. I'm also picking up Halloween Town, Harry Potter, just like very peculiar things happening, and it's much more than an angel number. I'm also seeing 144, but I am just seeing also all those shows, and it's like there is this message that the shows are not made up. They are not, the shows and movies are not made up, and we live in the spiritual world, and you could have been in limbo with this awakening, but now spirit right now, you guys definitely have been clearing out some blocks here, and it is time for you to fully step into high priestess mode. Alright? I'm also picking up family issues. Some of you guys have very spiritual, highly divine families, okay? Blessed families. And that doesn't mean that they're always perfect. And I'm not taking accountability, okay, away from them. But I do see, or even yourself, possibly feeling a sense of being spiritually attacked, or a sense of your family being spiritually attacked, or at least evil-eyed. Okay, a lot of you guys too, like, you know, you're just like, you've been in a cycle, you've been feeling blocks and need to cleanse, okay? So definitely cleansing energy. But let's go ahead and see more about spirit guided you guys for today. So we do have the Chariot here, okay? It does feel like you guys are the leader. You guys are the generational curse breaker. You guys are also the most powerful ones in your lineage in general here, okay? So I do feel like you have a spiritual strength, as well as you are very like taking spirituality head on, taking like your psychic gifts head on. So again, it's like this calling, this energy is not leaving you alone. And I feel like with the Chariot, you are going to recognize more and more. Spirit is saying, you're seeing this video to explain that your gifts are getting stronger, the signs are going to get more clear, and the fact that we live in Halloween Town, we do live in Hogwarts, doesn't matter where exactly you live in the world, is going to get more clear. Your guide, something you've been doing, whether it's been prayer, like there definitely has been blocks clearing between you and your spirit guides here, okay? I know YouTube has, I'm going to hide this card, but something you have been doing here has been opening you up to more of divinity. It could be your meditations, but subconscious blocks have been clearing, subliminals, frequencies. It's like, yeah, you guys are going through a pretty big rebirth. And before, again, where you may have been going through things and feeling like, oh, you know, super confused and then dealing with a lot of self-doubt, like, I don't know why I'm going through this and this, da-da-da, like, I'm feeling more like human. Like, before you may have been feeling that energy, you're going to start to feel different, because you're really, a lot of you guys are going to have mediumship coming in even stronger. Some of you guys, if you do readings already, you're about to level up. A lot of you guys are going to enter a spiritual career yourself, okay? But your divine connection is very different. There's a lot of divine intervention in your life. You guys are definitely going through a huge rebirth, and I'm literally hearing nothing was the same here, okay? Things are about to get a bit spooky, about to get very interesting, okay? But I'm hearing protect your energy. Scorpio energy could be very significant. Big signs, Leo energy here, okay? A lot of you guys are going to be guided to move soon as well, too. Okay, so maybe something has been going on with where you live, or there has definitely been a stuck vibration, okay? Especially when it comes to movement. I'm getting like this very weird stuck vibration around movement, around travel, okay? And around like some of you guys' cars, something could be going on with cars that could be causing, you know, a bit of an issue. But I do feel like a lot of this, I'm going to go deeper into it, but just intuitively, I feel like a lot, there has been, I'm going to look deeper, but I do feel like a little bit of this is spiritually attacked. A lot of you guys, this movement energy is like, this could be like a depression energy or stuck energy in your physical body, a lack of clarity, okay?
but there definitely has been this with this hangman. The cross could be a sign for someone, but it's giving like Christ consciousness, a little bit of stuck vibration. I'll just leave that there. But Spirit is saying that you're coming out of that at this time here, okay? Wherever you've been stuck, don't be surprised if all of a sudden you're getting invitations out of nowhere. All of a sudden here, okay, your business starts taking off, especially travel is being included. All of a sudden you're able to move. Like Spirit is also saying time and space and divine time, which is when you are ready. Okay, but I do see now things are shifting, blocks have been cleared, which is why you've been drawn to this video here. Thank you so much, Spirit, okay? 150%. I want to go ahead and see a bit of what has been causing this stagnancy here. Thank you so much, angels. Thank you so much, Spirit. So we have yes, and I feel like this is Spirit's confirmation of exactly what I am thinking here, okay? Now, here's what I was going to say. Sorry if it's a little bit blurry here, the lighting is the best, but you guys, in some which way or form, okay, you guys have a lot of divine wisdom. You have a direct line with the divine here. Whether or not you do cards, channel messages, you also are really great on getting people in the right path and getting people to open their eyes. You read people like a book, okay? And definitely, again, your connection to yourself has strengthened. Now, I want to believe a lot of you guys, whether or not you have, like some of you guys do have a business here, okay? You have succeeded a bit. You do something here, or like maybe you post certain quotes on social media. There's something here where people can see you. And I'm not being guided to focus on one person, even though I am getting masculine energy, and I will get initials here, but here's what I'm feeling. I personally feel like there are some people, thank you so much, Spirit, that, or energies, or an energy that knows how powerful you are. And they also know it's not just about you being powerful, this is more than you being powerful and you being abundant. It's the fact that you are someone who awakens people. You are someone who gets people on the right path, which means that here, okay, that there's some energies that do not necessarily like that, okay, that you are able to. I'm also getting a lot of false prophets energy. Now I'm picking up on very specific situations, and it has to do with third party. A lot of you guys may have experienced third parties who, talk to your divine counterpart, or just relationships in general, whether or not, some of you guys, twin flames is still a very sensitive topic, but whether or not you believe it or not, okay, in relationships, let's say, or friendships, okay, where there's someone who likes to, because on a higher level, we are all supposed to share divine wisdom and help each other, but the collective is not there yet, okay? So there's a lot of people that go in with agendas, and I'm not saying you never did, but what I am saying here, okay, is there may be some people purposely, steering people in the wrong direction, a lot of manipulative energy. What you guys do is you unbind people from manipulation. You awaken people here, okay? So some of you guys, especially if you have any business here in the spiritual community, it could very much be other than you having to heal, which yes, you have to heal your relationship with success, okay, and money here, okay? There could be some energies that's just like, oh, I don't really want these people to go to them, okay? A lot of you guys here, this could also be religious people. Like, there are people intimidated by you, and age doesn't really matter. And I'm not saying you're always right, but like I'm seeing also religious people here, okay, where you guys are able to tap into like sources of like psychology and more of a grounding energy here, okay? And there are people intimidated by the fact that you awaken them, okay? I'm picking up toxic bosses are intimidated by the fact, okay, that you help people recognize their true worth and their potential, taking how it resonates, okay? That you will actually help people, like people actually elevate, okay, after they meet you, whether or not they're supposed to go on a journey with you or not. But this is a part of y'all's path in this life. Do not be mistaken. And I just keep seeing, I'm definitely seeing evil eye here, but I'm seeing this vision of you guys talking to someone anywhere you're at, and like if they're with someone, or there's even just a random person, okay? So I feel like Spirit definitely is guiding you guys. I'm playing an evil eye subliminal by Love Exist Visions on YouTube here in the back, but I love subliminals. You can also do Reiki, but I do think that Spirit is guiding you, and a lot of what you've gone through is to be guided to more of a spiritual protection here, okay? I literally was feeling so lethargic, so down, and then, then I saw I have a very spiritual family, but then my sister called with something, and then I was like, you know what? Let me put on this evil eye subliminal, and I literally got a good energy. I could talk. It felt like my throat was blinded. It was crazy. But in a sense there definitely has been some energies that's like, oh, stay where you're at, okay? Like there is just this vibe of stay where you're at. I'm also just picking up, a lot of you guys are very telepathic too. You could also like read people's minds to a degree, and this is not to make you paranoid. Read, listen to this with discernment here, okay, please. Also, like, if you know your mental health is in a sensitive place and this is not something you're able to be receptive to in a very healthy, grounded way, please be aware of that, okay? But what I will say is that, yes, okay, definitely, again, if you guys do anything front-facing, even if you don't, to be honest, I feel like this is more of a divine protection thing, because I don't just think that, like, it's gonna be like one, person. I think this is an energy where there's a lot of people who have been in their ego and they kind of like want people to be submissive to them, like narcissistic people that want people to be submissive to them. And you are the person that says the right thing. And the beautiful thing about this Eight of Cups is like, you guys actually do not need credit. Like, I feel like you are that person. You guys are definitely human angels, you're travelers. And you are that person that goes somewhere, and sometimes you're guided to go somewhere just to have one conversation. It could be 10 minutes, it could be 30 minutes. And then you go on your way. Maybe they'll never see you again. You don't necessarily. So a lot of you guys too, like, I actually feel like I'm talking to a collective that wants to help. This could be readings here. A lot of you guys are meant to take your cards places, or you're just meant to really tap in with people, okay, and share your gifts in this way, like mediumships. Now, I am also picking up some of you guys, people in the spiritual community, that honestly could be very triggered by, like, who do they think they are, okay, like, why? But I do also feel that, like, I do want to make this very clear. This vibration here is, you guys help people see the light. These energies who are very triggered, they're staring a lot of, and I know in this there is duality, okay? There is a bit of duality, which is important, but they mostly focus on dramas. They mostly focus here on, like, maybe competitive energy. You guys are really not competing with people, and I gotta say, with this reading, I am not getting called to pinpoint, even though I am seeing a masculine energy here, I'm not really getting called to pinpoint one person, a specific person. I will do some type of initials, but still, it's not for you to focus on this. This is for you to say, just spiritually protected, cleanse, whether it's a prayer, whatever it is, and go on your way. This is a message with Spirit saying blocks are being cleared. Okay, I'm seeing 444 here, and you are about to be, traveling again, moving again, connecting again in the world. It was never so much that you were supposed to be afraid of people, but you just had to stay protected here, okay? Yeah, we do have adventure, new people, new places here, okay? Now again, no matter what it is you guys do, you guys have a healing aura, so even if you do nothing physically with spirituality here, some of you guys also, I'm hearing you were guided to leave a job here, okay? So you can do this work in a way. You just have this profit work, and you can do whatever you want. If this is something you don't want to do, that's completely fine. But I do see there's going to be a lot of abundance from this. Yet you are messagers. You are here to share your messages with the universe here, okay? In some capacity. Some of you guys have been having issues with your social medias as well, just anywhere where, like, energy and news can travel, okay? But there's been some people and energies that do not want you to continue to share all this wisdom because they know that it's transformational, or even be in the room. They know that when people encounter you, they literally change. And some narcissistic vibrations who do not have all these positive energies, energy vampires that need to keep feeding on people, they don't like it so much, okay? I'm also seeing crystals here, but I feel like there's a sense here following your divine guidance. I did see black tourmaline. Okay, I'm going to take this off, but it just continue a bit with herons. What's there? A snake stone? Put it there. But this is what it is, okay? Yeah. Literally, Spirit is not leaving me alone, saying, trust, get ready for takeoff. Kept seeing plans, you're going to travel, you're going to send your message. And I'm hearing, I don't think you will because you're so elevated, but it's going to continue. I do think your guides want you to nurture your gifts more, but you're about to share gifts. A lot of you guys are about to get, like, a lot of help, like, not just from one space, but a lot of help. We have safeguards coming out, charity coming out here. You're like, oh, honey, you're about to be going places, okay? There is a lot of help coming your way, you guys. Damn, that's crazy. The Hangman here, there is so much help coming your way. I feel like there's other situations in your life here, okay? You guys are about to have people be connecting with people, okay, with resources that can come in and really help you guys, okay? Let's go ahead, thank you, Scott, and shift a bit and see. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, angels. Divine masculine energy here. Okay, now I know I was picking up a twin flame conversation, and I am getting that this is quite specific, but for someone dealing with the divine masculine, there could be separation here. Someone could be at a physical distance. Someone could live a very different lifestyle here, but really and truly, you guys are meant to come together and build. Yeah, we have a household, parcel, so something here, okay? So this is a very specific message, but a divine masculine definitely is about to, be coming towards you guys at this time. Now, I definitely feel whether this is a specific karmic, I am seeing like wounded feminine energy, or just karmic, like that type of catty vibration around them. There definitely has been people in their air and they had to awaken to like, no, this ain't right. Like, I've been connecting with you for so long, and it's not taking accountability away from them, but there is duality. I think like as much as we can take accountability for ourselves, it would be ridiculous to not acknowledge the other forces that can contribute, okay? I really don't like that quote to a degree of like, oh, you were the only person responsible, because I'm going to tell you right now, I use this card all the time. This is very true. As a person of color who, no matter what field I am in, coming into this life, okay, it means having to go through some things, as well as, there's a lot of catching up people of color, especially black people, okay, have to do compared to other races. So no one is going to come to tell me, and you guys know this, I have a very big issue with a lot of these very front-facing popular spiritualists being people, okay, very big issue, because I'm just kind of like, when they're like, oh yeah, you're the only one responsible, like it's just you. Also, that forgetting the past thing, I personally think that forgetting the past and not really acknowledging, any other energies in the situation here, in any of your life situations, whether it be the GOV, whether it be all these other factors, okay, it's very convenient for these narcissistic energies and for people to continue doing wrong and saying the same cycles. So in no way am I making this clear that I'm saying that you guys also did not contribute to what you're going through, but I am definitely saying you guys know your story, that whether it was childhood trauma, poverty, consciousness, whether it is your story growing up, and regardless of me saying that here, I absolutely know that trauma can live in the physical body. There's so many factors here, okay? And we live in a spiritual world, equal lives real, okay? And I'm gonna leave it there, because if I go, I'm gonna start talking about industries, and then it's gonna go very low. But here, this person definitely has had feelings for you here, okay? I do feel, again, a divine masculine energy here that has very specific feelings for you, but it feels like there definitely has been some very fake leader type of energy, fake prophet energies. This could be religious, or just people that had, whether it's women or men, very overly narcissistic, okay, type of entity energies here. And this person took a while to kind of open up to the fact of like, this is misleading. Now I want to make it clear, a lot of you guys may, just assume like this person was just like, I actually do feel like this is someone who wanted to be on a better path, okay, in their life here. But these energies came in cloaks, and I do think this mirrored some energies in your life. Came in like they wanted to help, came in like they wanted, it wasn't just like, a jerk off energy of like, oh, just party, like they may have had those, but I feel like this was for you guys too. A lot of you guys had false leaders in your life. You had people that came in, whether it was friends, bosses, that came in like, I want to, make sure that you're going to do good, but really, there has been a lot of revelation energy where you're just like, these people don't really want the best for me. This ain't got nothing to do with me, friend, okay? But they do want my energy here. They do need my validation. And I feel like, this person has woken up to the fact that, okay, they're seeing things from a higher perspective here. You guys are twin flames, so you are married to each other here. But they're seeing things from a higher perspective, and they're just kind of like, no, not at all, okay? Some of you guys are already with this person, but there has been a disconnect, okay? And I feel like in a sense, some spells have been broken. I feel like you guys have had to learn to listen to your own guidance system. It took a while. I feel like it took a while for you guys to recognize, alright, you know, these cycles are not so fun here, okay? I'm gonna have to approach this from a different angle. Alright, so this person has wanted to come in, they've had feelings for you, but they were not able to start over with you, start in the beginning with you here, okay? Because they were definitely being misled in a way. We have Nine of Cups, the Spirit is validating that this energy has feelings for you, but yeah, I feel like there definitely has been someone here who was, especially with the Ten of Swords, talking to them, or people talking to them, that, you know, was giving them advice, was saying this, was giving them maybe even false promises. Money could have been involved for someone as well too. And this person was thinking, okay, I'm gonna build my life this way, or I'm gonna, you know, whatever. And they're recognizing that I'm also picking up something with like education, or just like being on a path here that maybe, you know, some people in your family want, or they think is running. This person right now is just kind of like, no, okay? Again, these people do not want the best for me. 150%. Look at that Five of Wands here, okay? These people do not want the best for me here, okay? These people are projecting on me here. These people have their own ego intentions, and I don't want none of this smoke here, okay? So I feel like someone right now is like scratching their scratching their energy and scratching their my God, that went left. But yeah, we have the Ace of Swords in the back of this deck. Like, I definitely feel like some revelation is coming out, okay? Some truth is coming out here, okay? With it being at the back of the deck, it may not have come out already, alright? But it feels like it's coming out very, very soon. I gotta say, the energy right now, you guys are seeing this at a time where I feel like the energy has just cleared. Something has just shifted when you are seeing this, okay? Because I'm getting the Eight of Wands and the Two of Wands here, which has been coming up a lot for some of the collective, especially twin flame energy. I do believe that this person, like, it's about to just happen. Eight of Wands is like very, very quickly. Okay, them and also you. It's going to be a mirrored energy. It's not just going to be them. Okay, there is going to be some very fast shift that happens soon here for both of you guys, okay? And I feel like this person is going to see someone's true colors around them, okay? Or the divine is just coming through, vice versa. But I'm going to see more about this because I'm going to make me feel it. What is this? What's going to happen here? Some of you guys could have been feeling sick, because I tell you, I'm feeling nauseous here. Eating could have been off. What did I freaking say? I know I don't freaking lie. Sneaky lies, untrustworthy, not telling the truth. Maybe that's a sign. Somebody's about to slip up. Okay? Intoxication could be significant, but somebody is about to stick. I feel like this person and you're about to see an entity and some energies around you. Okay, I'm seeing some energies and energy, like there's about to be, like, I feel like someone is going to unravel. And this is somebody who acted like it was on both of y'all's team, like they wanted the best for you, but somebody is going to unravel. A Scorpio could be significant here. This is someone with a third party or other person. This could be someone they're in a relationship with, okay, or just someone who, again, but I just feel like this is someone who conversations was a thing. Doesn't have to be romantic, doesn't have to be platonic, but this went left. This went left. I feel like with an important date and time coming up, an apology and peace, this person's about to like ask to see you, like as soon as possible, and be like, this happened, like, because I feel like whatever is going to happen, this is crazy. This is insane. Spirit just took me for a loop here. Yo. Whatever is going to happen, this is going to be a spiritual occurrence. I feel like they're going to recognize someone also could have been doing like manifestation or magic or something, but whatever, maybe this person knows that you're in spirituality, but there's something here where they want to come and tell you immediately. Like, it's like, and it is because they're feeling, you know, the divine pull. They're feeling like, this could have been someone that you guys warned this person about, but I feel like immediately they're not really going to want to go tell nobody else. They may want to tell whatever, but they're going to be like, I need to tell you what just happened. Something happened, and I don't know. Okay, this person may know you're into astrology, whatever, but you need to explain that to me. Like, I just feel like whatever this is, something's about to go down. Something is about to go down. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yo, tell me more about this spirit. Creative and artistic, okay? So I feel like, whoever this was draining this person's sacral, or they were just draining this person's energy. I feel like this person also used to tell a lot of ideas to this person, okay? Or tell their dreams and wishes. They were very connected to that spiritual source of the inner child. So they had this personal magnetism. And I definitely feel like your divine counterpart, this could be you too. They have this personal magnetism, and I feel like the financial drainage, this could be happening with you too. So if you know that right now your finances are not in the best place, this really could be you as well. Like, remember that you guys are mirrored in some way. I do want to make that clear. But I feel like this person, has been dealing with a lot of brain fog, or just like, not just money, but like low energy levels because of these energies really around them. Now, again, it's not for you guys to, what did I say? Debts and loans. I can't make this map up. Okay, it's not so much that you guys are meant to hide, but you are meant to learn to protect your energy, which is why you guys went through certain things. And Spirit was like, you need to ramp up in prayer. You need to ramp up on cleansing. You need to ramp up in energetic protection. Because let me tell you, travel, what did I say? Spirit trying to tell you, don't travel, don't worry. Tickets could be significant here, okay? Divine timing. Okay, someone also could ask you to go, I just feel there's this energy of hearing Runaway by Kanye, but just like, there could be some type of cabin vacation or going out in nature. But I feel like when this energy comes in, you're just going to want to talk. You're going to be seeing a lot of signs from them. But whatever happened here, I'm literally seeing for some of you, this person saw an entity out of this. It's going to be like, whoa. They literally saw a false prophet and what their actual energy was. And it's literally going to be like, yo, what in the world? It's going to change everything. Yo, praying, meditation. It's like, it's going to change everything. And immediately they're going to think about you. Immediately it's going to be like, yo, and I'm not saying they're not already thinking about you, but immediately it's like they're going to run to you. Like, I'm hearing like you're the only one that's going to understand this, or I don't know if you're going to think I'm crazy, but this happened. Okay, this person is about to have some type of crazy, I knew there was a message coming out of me, but I was like, show me, Spirit. Some type of crazy occurrence here, okay? Unfinished business here, yeah. So this is someone that you already know. It's going to happen with you guys too, though. I want to make this very clear. All right, there is someone around you. Now, this could even be somebody on social media that you guys are following, or someone that people put on a pedestal. Could be a boss, but I feel like there is going to be some. We have snake, okay? Again, talking about the line of snakes. Snakes, karmic energies being exposed. Snakes. So this could be in a wider scale. Maybe you guys look up to a teacher in some way. We have breakup and we have miss you. Okay, this could be a third party and this person's going to break up with this person immediately. Miss you. We have mirror. What did I say? This is mirroring you. Okay, so let me go ahead here, Spirit. I do want to see how this is going to happen, and they're going to come looking for you immediately. Okay, immediately. Like, I see someone scrambling in their contact list, like, where's your number? Where's that? Like, I don't know what I'm seeing, like, someone being like, I need to tell you now. If someone is literally, I feel like they're going to go for a drive, or they're going to go somewhere alone or not be able to sleep, and just be like, oh, no, I need to contact this person right now. Okay, Spirit, show me more about this. How is this going to happen in this collective's life? The Magician, and then we have the King of Cups coming up here. Okay, heavy Scorpio energy, but we have the Magician. I feel like for you guys, okay, same thing for them, but for you guys, Spirit keeps trying to make me say that it is mirrored energy. Because some of you guys are like, oh, this is what's happening with them, and it's not really mirrored with me. And Spirit's like, no, it's mirrored with you too. But for you guys, it's going to be someone that you had inklings about. Could be a couple people as well, but something about mass falling. Something about mass falling in ways that you can't really forget, like certain things, and you're just gonna be like, what in the world? I'm also hearing, you guys are safe, by the way, reptilian. The way that Spirit is not playing, you're like, it's gonna be so quick. This person, this energy with you, like, it's gonna be immediate. And I'm hearing like, prepare for some wild conversation, because this person is be like, yo, I'm not gonna tell you, but this and this and this happens. You guys have been earth angels, both of you guys, and people have been draining. and you know it's gonna be like, yo, and you're not a part. You're a part of the earth, and that's why it's resonated for so many people, because you're a part of a whole collective of earth angels. That there has been false prophets, false teachers that's been like eyes on me, cloaked. Okay, I'm seeing heavy Harry Potter. Okay, but absolutely manipulative. A lot of you guys, something too, your throat chakra is going to unblock in a big way. Like where you had that brain fog, where you couldn't speak, where you were feeling all these ways that felt abnormal to you, a lack of confidence. All of that is gonna shift. Like I just see this major shift. Justice, yeah, divine justice here in law. I feel like, I'm telling you, somebody's about to crash out. Not either one of you guys, but somebody is about to act in a way, you know, around you guys, or some revelation, okay? And it's gonna be like, huh? This could have been someone that you had conflict to as well too, but Spirit, what is causing this shift? We have pathway. I feel like both you guys, to your mother could have been generational curse breakers. Now, it doesn't mean that their journey was perfect, okay? But they definitely did set the tone for you in some ways, whether or not you guys are in communication with them here. Now, they did not fully shift this energy, but I do see in general, like, this reading is very, very deep, you guys. Like, this goes into, like, if you guys sit and meditate on this reading, this is going to go into like world revelations, okay, honestly and truly. Like this could lead into kind of the dark, you know, energy that's been over the world, been over people, how people have been asleep. I'm seeing, you know, the movie Once Upon a Time. So I'm really hoping this uploads without a problem, and if it doesn't, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to cleanse after this. But I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these last cards, but and just because, honestly and truly, if you guys get it, you get it. This reading is very, 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 very deep. It's very deep, and it leads to other domino effects of, like, this is not just y'all. Like, this is some curses over the world, okay? Because there's some people who are in leadership positions that are straight entities, and honestly, like, energy vampires, like, actual vampires that, like, soak other people. What did I say? Do protection work, prayers, okay? So even if it's just a protection prayer, but Spirit is like, be consistent with it. Don't see spirituality as cheesy. I'm not saying be paranoid, but still do it, okay? Don't give up hope. So Spirit is like, don't give up hope for life, for yourself right now. Thank you, Spirit. Okay? Liar. The way, how many times have you seen liar coming up? Liar. Like, a lot of you guys are intuitive nudgers. You're like, but the mouse is going to fall. Money increase. Spirit is saying your money, like, you're just gonna know, okay? They're saying more money is coming in, trying to manifest you here, okay? Third party situation, still crying over their ex, and we have hidden friend here, okay? So I also feel like, I don't think this is you, your divine counterpart, okay? I think this is an ex that's crying over them. And I feel like we're trying to manifest you too. I feel like a lot of you guys experience like this energy. It feels like an entity, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. It feels like an entity that comes in many different forms. And they always come in a teacher form. It feels like an entity that's messing with people. They always come in a teacher vibration, an energy vibration, a trickster energy that goes towards many different people. It came out in bosses for you guys. It came out, that's why Spirit is now guiding me. I still don't feel guided to my initials, because it's not really about, it's not so much a person. It feels like an energy here, okay, that is like out. Like I'm seeing like a dark bird or angel or crow, but it's not a crow. It's like some kind of ghoul goblin thing. And it's like, you guys here, Spirit is really speaking to you guys, but I'm here to meditate and pray on this, you know, show me, ask Spirit for extra confirmation if this is for you. But this entity came out in many different ways to psych you guys out, to mess with your self-esteem, and it was very clever. It was very, very clever, but it couldn't go in you. Like, that's the thing. Ooh, you guys are protected. Literally a throat chakra unblocking just happened when I just coughed, so something could have just shifted here, okay? I feel like this is coming in very soon. Knight of Pentacles in reverse with the Devil in the reverse here, okay? So I feel like there were some ideas you guys had you started, but you couldn't really complete it. You didn't have energy to complete it, and Spirit's like, you're going to be able to complete it. But there is something here for this collective here where the energy protection, it's like the force won't be able to get to you guys, okay? I don't know if I'm seeing it completely dissipating, but I'm seeing it going somewhere else, to be honest. Yeah, we have Page of Swords. Definitely the Spirit of saying communication is like coming in very, very soon. But You guys have to go through multiple trials and tribulations of this like energy, this entity, okay, coming in here. And in many different forms, it came out in friends, it came out, and like you know when I'm seeing twitches, the darkness, okay, where like that darkness energy went, it was very, yeah, that's perfect, it was very, very manipulative, it was very smart. It's not so much people, and some of you guys maybe, and again, I'm not taking accountability from people, I just feel like they had a weaker spirit, which is why this trickster energy messed with them so much, alright, but if you guys had a strong enough spirit where it couldn't fully psych you out, you know, so it came through other people. Okay, self-doubt. This energy caused a lot of self-doubt. There was always brain fog. There was always self-doubt. Whoever's seeing this reading today, this is crazy. I need to see y'all comments immediately, okay? But I need you to pray on this for real. We have cauldron, okay? So this is, I'm getting other crazier messages. This is literally what I was freaking seeing, this gargoyle energy. I feel like this is something that was manifested. To be honest, I feel like this entity, vortex, somehow it was a created energy. And I don't know exactly who. I feel like this is either higher ups or like whatever to keep certain collectives apart, but it's broken down a lot. Like everyone that's watching this and resonating with it, just know that you were a part of the pie of doing the soul work. Okay, like you really will. Literally siren coming up here. Fear, failure, and heart. We have harpy. Here's the thing, I actually think the sirens have been on y'all's side. Some of you guys could have been connecting with sirens. We also have this harpy energy, a creature of many guises, storm. Some of you guys have had like darker forces or like siren energies helping, because we did have Sing come up. Okay, so helping you guys here because there is duality. So there definitely has been something crazy going on in the cosmic level. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel this today, but I hope this is making sense. I cannot wait to see you guys' comments, your stories, your messages, what's been going on. Connect. I love reading them. But just know things are shifting. Okay, let's go ahead and see. I'm just going to go ahead with tarot and see if I can get any timing around this. We have the world. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is saying it's going to be, it's coming in now though. I feel like that's here. They mentioned me telling the tarot. I think this is going to be that's what I'm feeling. It's going to be one of those energetic things. When it's a communication coming up for this collective, I feel like with the world, they're saying the cycle is completing right now. Honestly, I think this is like, it's time to move forward. We have next winter energy, but I'm going to be real with you. This is the second time I've gotten this. I don't think I'm being called to draw specific timing for this at all. We're going into winter, but I think they're saying by next winter you're already going to be like in a completely new lifestyle, or your life is going to be back stable in action. But I feel like in terms of communication timing, it could happen at any moment now. That's what I'm getting. It's going to happen at any moment. I'm not really being that, and that could be a protective thing. Maybe Spirit doesn't want, maybe specifics could be harmful, but I hope this made sense. I'm sorry if it was kind of blurry, you guys, and I truly do wish you the best in your soul journey. Thank you guys. Bye.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money. Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Hello angels, how are you guys? The teacher here, okay? So this is for a collective that has been feeling very alone and unsupported, but the collective that is the supporter, okay? A collective that feels like people are always asking for things. Maybe you guys also work in service, you're as a leader yourself, or there is a sense of needing to support people and your life feeling really, really imbalanced, a struggle with supporting yourself, feeling like never-ending work here, okay? We're going to go ahead, okay, and get some messages from Spirit. I'm going to go ahead and pull in some which Spirit guide wants to support us with this message today here, okay, or which energy wants to support us here to get a message here. We have two that came out with Spirit. We have the inner child talking and the higher self talking coming up here, okay? This energetic right here, thank you, Spirit, for being with us. I'm going to send some tarot here and see what messages they have for this collective. Let's see what tarot messages are coming out for you guys here. and I'm hearing that song. It's like there's this song that it's like every time you're in like a bar or an event space. I'm from Brooklyn, okay, guys. And this is like a very
Big trucks are dangerous, and they can cause big, bad injuries. But the big trucking companies don't stand a chance against us. Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call 1-800-222-2222 or visit lawbrothers.com.
At Charmin, we make paper, and we love trees. That's why we protect forests by using pulp certified by the Forest Stewardship Council. It's why we regrow at least 2 trees for every tree we use. And it's why, when forests are devastated by natural disasters, Charmin helps restore trees through the Arbor Day Foundation. So you can enjoy the go, but forests remain forests. Charmin.
What's going on, guys? We are.
What's up, my babies? How you?
You know what I'm hearing? The misunderstandings have went so deep about you and who you really are, what you really want, what you represent.
That is the song.
What's going on, guys? We are here with DC's all-in-one.
The California Apartment Association is run by billionaire corporate landlords. These very same landlords, like Steven Schwartzman, worth $39 billion, are filling the pockets of the MAGA movement. So please, when you see the mailers opposing rent control and the TV ads attacking the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, look closely to see who paid for it. CAA works hand in hand with MAGA. Vote yes on 33 and no on 34 this November.
You know what I'm hearing? The misunderstandings have went so deep about you and who you really are, what you really want, what you represent. It's so deep that for a lot of you, you've went through so much struggle and so much pain to the point where you might not even recognize just how much of it you're bearing. And what I'm feeling is that this burden, it's almost coming to a resolution, or a lot of you in this collective are coming to terms with who you really are. Apart from everything that you've went through, there's this energy of sadness and at the same time triumph that I'm picking up on. And I kept hearing, hush, I kept hearing that song. I'm not the kind of person that usually channels songs, but I kept hearing that. And I'm hearing it's done, like, there's something coming. Like, I just want to say that. And it's something that a lot of you in the collective, I want to say never expected to receive, but I'm also remembering a dream that I had recently. And a lot of you were put in a position where you felt like you had to settle for less, like you weren't quite seeing or receiving exactly what you give or what you know is coming to you. And in that sense of exhaustion, or that sense of like you don't even really care what you're dealing with in here, like outside, because a lot of the things that you have and that you hold dear are actually just within you, and you've reached that understanding with yourself. And there's this energy coming from afar that feels as though they've missed out, or they're missing out on something that they perceive you having or enjoying. And they think it's coming from outside of you, but it's actually from inside.
And a lot of you have, in many ways, rested your case. Like you've given up on a lot of the things, especially on people and having faith on people. And because of that, I'm hearing God just kind of making a sweeping decision about something that could have been at the cusp of happening for whatever reason. I don't want to say what intervened, but for whatever reason, everything came to fruition. Some type of break that you were due. It didn't come to fruition because I'm getting this a lot now. There were some things deep in the past, I'm talking 8 years, maybe even 10 years for some of you, deep in the past that you didn't really see the role that you played in some type of dynamic. It could be a friendship or a relationship. And that right there, like this is something in the past that you may have even been over for a long time, coming back up to be reviewed by the Spirit. And in this review, it's not carrying a force of judgment, but it's carrying a force of like really feeling something in a way that you didn't feel it before. Because you were very protected, you had to be protected, you had to perhaps even cast a very dark shadow on some people that you came across, albeit they did some wrong to you, but or they were very, very evil for some of you. But there were some things that Spirit did not want you to take accountability for at that time because it would have been detrimental to your moving on journey. But that is what's being reconciled. And it isn't about physical reunion with these energies because for a lot of you it's toxic and it's not meant for you. But it's about you coming in contact with that character that you were that played that role in your life. And in some ways forgiving that character, integrating that character, and allowing that character to be vulnerable again because you were touched or stabbed in a place where you didn't expect it. And a lot of you have been carrying that weight, that burden in this collective, and you didn't even know. It was shaping your conversations. It was making you say things or do things that you felt like were justified and right, and you didn't see any flaw in it, but it was hampering something that is due to you, owed to you. And the Spirit is saying, like, you suffered a lot in the past, and you don't want that to be the reason why you continue suffering unknowingly.
This harvest season, save 40% on fall decor at Hobby Lobby. Explore gorgeous landscape paintings, rustic botanicals, and all the other comforting elements of the coziest time of year. Shop in store or online at hobbylobby.com.
Over 11 million Americans are paying more than half of their income in rent. As president, I will take on the high costs that matter most to most Americans. Food, clothes, rent. We will take on corporate landlords and cap unfair rent increases.
The age of affordable housing starts now. Vote yes on rent control. Vote yes on Prop 33.
We don't want the shadow of your past to loom over your future. And for a lot of you, there's a sense of innocence that's being restored to you. And almost even a sense of like, oh, I didn't know that I played this role in the past. Like there's a specific kind of like character revelation that I'm seeing for a lot of you that's coming up. And this is you integrating that childhood element of yourself back into this new version that you are. And through this portal, I'm seeing the Two of Wands. This is Channel 1. Through this portal, there is a very new world. And it's a world that for a lot of you, you almost came in contact with maybe in the recent past. But that element of that old world past, whether you saw it or not, interfered with you receiving what you were meant to receive, like a new journey. But albeit God used it for the best for a lot of you because that was used to further heal you in some aspects of yourself that maybe, like myself, included addictions that you may have sustained for a long period of time. Or it could have been just a complete shift in your career or a complete shift in your direction in life in some fashion. that instigated for you that delay. So what I'm seeing is, like, I really picked up this energy because all of a sudden I felt this, like, vulnerable essence come up for me in my heart center, and it's like a lot of you are going to feel like it's okay to be human again. Like, it's okay to not be this warrior with, like, a stick and, like, you know, there is this softness that's coming into your life, and it's not going to be met with a rock hard pain the next day. And that's what I'm hearing. It has a lot to do with integration. And I made this before, towards the end of September. But after this integration, a lot of the past energies that may have found it easy to use you are going to find it very, very hard to use you. A lot of people are going to find it hard to use you without your awareness. And this is what I'm hearing, right? The empaths are going through an upgrade. Because today I was led into a journey of discovering the dark empathy. And I even had like a brief question about psychopathy and all that stuff. And what I'm getting is that if you can, you are able to manipulate that you want. Because in the past, the methods that you have used could have had a lot to do with empathizing with people, maybe to your own detriment. But I'm also picking up a side message here. As you empathize with people, you were opening up portals, like inauthentic portals, into your sphere, into your secret corridors. And for a long time, those corridors had turned into rooms, and you had been lost in that. For a lot of you, for like 10 years or more, or even 8 years or 5, you've been lost in those corridors. And you've gotten so used to the pain that you carried in that realm, in that timeline, that all of a sudden there's going to be this waking up experience that you're going to have in October. And it's going to be a sense, like a wave, it's going to come in waves of all of a sudden feeling vulnerable to things that you may have been invulnerable towards. All of a sudden being able to comprehend certain traumas and go through them and feel them. This is the work that you've been doing in the shadow side. That's literally being pushed to the forefront so that you can see it, acknowledge it, and move past it. It's going to be a very healing month. And I'm going to say again, this message is usually directed for those of you who consider yourself empathetic or empaths, but I feel like there's also messages here for those who may not consider themselves empaths. Overall, there is that kind of upgrade taking place. I hope this resonated, and as usual, I don't reach out, those are scammers. Everything you need to know is in the description box down below. Until next time.
Borderland is home to sparkling water, bursting with those fancy flowers. There is not a sweetener, calorie, or artificial flavor in sight. Drink Orabora sparkling water for earthly tastes and heavenly feelings.
Great brands, great prices. Everyone's got a reason to rack.
Because this dress is fire.
I deserve a treat. Because it's so easy. Nordstrom Rack. In stores, on our app, and online.
Alright, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. I'll catch y'all in a bit. I'll probably be on here later playing some video games or something. Playing some Valorant. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.